But we mentioned relationships earlier on, and how important relationships are in doing business with people, in all business, but also especially in virtual contexts. Because we don't really know anything about people, and quite often people will get an email from someone in their team or in their organization that just says, you know, hi John, I'm from the PP2 team, and you know, Mick told me that you could send me this information, so I need it by the end of the day. Thanks. You know, and John's kind of going, well, yeah, who are you? So how can we build relationships virtually? Any ideas?
Well, if there's a chat line sort of thing in your company and when you form the team, everybody joins in and then you get to know each other a bit more that way.
Okay.
You could have a meeting where you get to, you know, in that sense you can have a meeting where they have that and they can get to know each other.
Like a kind of a team kickoff meeting.
Exactly.
Okay. How else? How do we build relationships with people face to face? How are we going to do it later on today?
Yeah, like team building, very painful. You could do that the multiplayer online game.
That's a cool idea, actually. It's an interesting idea. You could get everyone into some sort of virtual environment to play some sort of game. Yeah. Nice idea.
Icebreaker is exactly the same as you would in a new class where you have icebreakers.
Okay. So this is a good idea as well. Icebreaker at the beginning, maybe of a team meeting or at the beginning of the whole project formation. These are all formal ways and organized ways to build relationships, from kind of driven by a team leader, let's say. But how can team members build relationships with people? How do you build relationships with people? Yeah.
Just in emails and things like you would, you know, just a bit of small talk really, you know, I mean, I've had emails from people saying, pleased to meet you, if they're, you know, virtually, or, you know, how are you, how's your weekend?
Exactly. Yeah, you can enter, or you can introduce a bit of small talk type communication into virtual communication, like emails or instant messages or things like that. It doesn't always have to be about business.
Exactly. This is the whole thing, because we have, if you're in business, you have the opportunity to give them a call.
Yeah.
And the important thing is, and then also maybe a Skype.
Yeah.
Because what you want to do is, you hear the voice, you start to imagine what that person is like, as opposed to an email where you have a different view.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can Skype them or something where you can actually see them, that can also make it a bit more personal than actually physically meeting them, because that may be impossible in some cases.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a really good idea. This is something that my learners came up with as well, is rather than sending an email like that, precede it with a phone call. To just say, hi, I'm Mike, I'm working in this team. One of my colleagues told me that you might be able to help me out with something. Is it okay if I send you an email? Can you send me this stuff by the end of the week or by the end of the day? To precede the communication by actually saying who you are. And I worked in a company where the predominant form of communication within the organization was instant messaging. Everyone had it on their computer screen. You could instantly pull up anyone in the company and send them an instant message at any time. And this was how they communicated, then email, then phone call. So phone calls were something like that people didn't actually think about spontaneously. Well, why would I call that person? But discussing this with my learners got them thinking about creating their own kind of team charter for successful virtual communication, and saying, well, look, the next time I'm communicating with someone for the first time ever, I'm going to send them a quick instant message instead. Hi John, I'm Mike, I'm from this team, can I give you a quick call? Are you free? And they might respond and say, sorry, no, I'm not, or they might say, yeah, what's it about, or whatever, but it's a little bit more instant than an email.